Okay, good day everyone, and welcome again to our lecture video. So in this video, we are going to discuss about equations transformable into a quadratic equations. So in the last video, we discussed about the nature of roots of a quadratic equation and the sum and product of roots of a quadratic equation. So we all know that the first way to find the roots of equation is to make sure that the given equation is being transformed into its standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So that is the standard form. So this is why it is important for us. So this is very important. This topic is very important for us to proceed on getting the roots of a quadratic equations, kay dili ta makakuha og roots or the value of x kung ang equation nato is dili pa standard form. So this module, you will need your skills in adding and subtracting rational algebraic expression. So kinahanglan recall sa nato ang inyong prior knowledge on how to add and subtract a given rational expression. So example number 1, find the sum of 2 over 2x and 3 over 6x. So rewrite this one into this expression, 2 over 2x plus 3 over 6x. So as you can see, it is in fraction form. So naay numerator and denominator, and you all know that in getting the sum or the sum and difference of a fraction, we are going to find first the LCD. So there are three ways on finding the LCD, which is the prime factorization, finding the less common multiple, and the third one is to find the LCM. So this time we're going to get or to use the prime factorization. So prime factorization, we're going to get the factors of the two denominators. So we have 2x. Okay, so the factors of 2x are 2 times x. So the next denominator is 6x. And the factors of 6x are 2 times 3 times x. Okay, these are the factors of 6x. So unsa may common nila? Ang 2, ang 3, as well as the x. So we're going to have 2 times 3 times x. So we're going to multiply the 3. We have 2 times 3 times x. So our LCD is equal to 6x. What we're going to do is to get the LCD. Mauna na siya tong LCD, 6x. The next step is to divide the LCD with 2x. So we have 6x divided by 2x. The result will be 3. 3 times 2 plus 6x divided by 6x is equal to 1 multiplied by 3. We have 3 times 2, we have 6 plus 1 times 3, we have 3 over 6x. Simplify pa na, 6 plus 3 will have 9 over 6x, and the simplest form is 3 over 2x. So that is the process on how to add or to subtract a given rational algebraic expression. So magamit nato ni siya on how to transform a quadratic equation to its standard form. So let us now proceed. So we all know that the standard form is this one, where x is the variable and a, b, and c are constant. So proceed to example number 1. Solve x. So as you can see, the example number 1, solve x times x minus 5 equals 36x. So dili pa nato siya makuha ang iyang values of x or the roots of this given equation because it is not yet simplified to its standard form. So atong buhaton is to simplify this one first into its standard form para makuha nato ang roots. Okay? So the step is to rewrite the given. We have x times x minus 5 equals 36. So distributive property, a multiply as well as x a multiply to the second term. So we have x times x, x squared, minus x times negative 5, we have negative 5x equals 36. Okay? So wala pa gyapon siya na standard form. So what we're going to do next is to transpose 36 to the left side para 0 na lang ang mabilin and that will become a standard form. So we have 6 squared minus 5x. Since atong gi-transpose, positive man siya sa one side, if we're going to transpose this one to the other side, this will become negative 36 equals 0. So naa na siya sa iyang pagka-standard form. So since nasa sa in its standard form, we can now able to identify the roots of this given equation depende sa tua unsa atong gamiton, what we're going to use. It's either completing the square by factoring. So what are the 4 ways gani in finding the roots of a quadratic equation? There are 4. Extracting the roots, completing the square, what else? Using quadratic equation, quadratic formula, and lastly using factoring method. So this time we're going on getting the roots of this given quadratic equation. We are going to use the factoring method. So factoring method. So mangita taog what are the factors of negative 36? The factors of negative 36 are negative 36 and 1, or pwede pod negative 1 times 36, na po negative 6 times positive 6, that will become negative 36. Pwede pod 9 times 4, negative 9 times 4, or negative 4 times 9. So those are the factors of negative 36. So atong buhaton is to look for a factors of negative 36 nga kung i-add nato silang duha will be equal to negative 5x. So may mga factors ana. We will use this first, negative 36 and 1. Kung i-add na to sila, dili siya mahimog 5. Next, how about negative 6 and positive 6? Kung i-add na to sila, it will become 0, dili pod. How about negative 9 and positive 4? So negative 9 plus positive 4, that is equal to negative 5. So therefore kani atong gamiton nga factor sa negative 36. So we have x minus 9 or negative 9 and positive 4 equals 0. So nanatay factors sa atong quadratic equation. The next thing to do is to use the zero product principle. Zero product principle, equate the two factors into 0. So x minus 9 equals 0, and the other one is x plus 4 equals 0. So we can get now the values, the two values of x, or the two roots of a quadratic equation. The first is 2x equals 9, and the other one is x minus or equals negative 4. So these are the two roots of a quadratic. These are the two roots of a quadratic equation given as x times x minus 5 equals 30. Now, to check if this given or the roots of the quadratic equation is true, so we're going to substitute the two roots into the equation given. So ato ning i-substitute ang 9 as well as negative 4 sa atong given nga x times x minus 5 equals 36. So we have 9 times 9 minus 5 equals 36. So ang 9, ang x i-substitute nato og 9 since atong gisolve x is equal to 9 daw, so i-substitute x with 9. So we have 9 minus 5 is equal to 4 equals 36, and 9 times 4 is equal to 36. So therefore it is true nga ang value sa x is equal to 9. How about ang negative 4? Kung true ba siya, ma-equal ba siya og 36 kung i-substitute na tong negative 4 sa value sa x nato dire? So x times x minus 5 equals 36. Substitute negative x sa atong substitute negative 4 sa atong x. So we have negative 4 times negative 4 minus 5 equals 36. So we have negative 4 times negative 4 minus 5 is equal to negative 9 equals 36. Negative times negative, positive. 4 times 9 equals 36. So therefore it is true nga ang value sa x are 9 and negative 4. So let us try to have another example, the example number 2. Number 2, we have find the roots of x plus 5 squared plus x minus 2 squared equals 37. So atong pangitaon ang roots sa atong given equation. So as you can see again, it is not yet in standard form. So atong buhaton is to make the equation into its standard form before we can get the values of x or the roots of a quadratic equation. So unsa atong buhaton? So x plus 5 is squared. X plus 5 is squared. We're going to use the FOIL method. The first thing is to multiply the first terms, the two first terms. It can be written as x plus 5 times x plus 5. And by using the FOIL method, we're going to multiply the first term. So we have x squared, x times x. The next is first term, The next is the outer terms, which is 6x and 5. So x times 5 equals 5x. I represents as the inner terms. Ang inner terms are 5 and x. 5 times x equals 5x. And the last is the last terms. 5 and 5. So 5 times 5, that is equal to 25. Okay, so we have x squared plus, so na may makombine ato nga like terms such as 5x and 5x, pareha man sila og terms. So atong buhaton is to add the two terms which is alike. Pareha man sila, i-add nato sila. So this will become 10x plus 25. Next, x minus addition. X minus 2 is squared. It can also be written as x minus 2 times x minus 2 equal, kaduhaon na siya multiply siyang kaugalingon. So again, using the FOIL method, we're going to multiply the first terms. X times x equals x squared. The outer terms, x times negative 2 is equal to 2x. The inner terms, negative 2 times x, negative 2x. And the last terms, negative 2 times negative 2, positive 4. Combining like terms, negative 2 and negative 2, parehas sila og terms, so we are going to combine them. So we have x squared. Combine the two terms, the two alike terms, negative 2x minus 2x, we have negative 4x plus 4 equals 37. So wala pa siya na standard form kay napay mga pareha og terms. So i-combine nato ang pareha og terms. Unsa may pareha? Naay kapareha ang x squared, so naa. So i-combine nato sila. X squared plus x squared. I-add nato sila. Next, plus 10x. Asa may pareha og terms niya? Ang 4x. So we have i-combine negative 4x or minus 4x plus 25. Ang pareha niya og term is 4. So plus 4 equals 37. So simplify. X squared plus x squared, we have 2x squared plus 10x minus 4x equals 6x plus 25. We have 29 equals 37. Wala pa gyud. Dapat ang isa ka side will be equal to 0. So i-transpose na to ang 37 to the left side. We have 2x squared plus 6x plus 29. I-transpose 37 to the left side. This will become negative 37 equals 0. We have 2x squared plus 6x. What is 29 minus 37? We have negative 8 equals 0. So this in standard form. So nahimo na nato sa standard form. So therefore makuha na nato ang roots niya or the values of x. So again, there are 4 ways on how to get the values of x of a quadratic equation. The first is extracting the roots. Second is factoring. Third is by the use of completing the square. And the fourth one is using the quadratic equation. So this time, ato daw buhaton ang or atong gamiton ang quadratic formula. So naka-remember pa mo the formula of a quadratic is x minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, that is how to get the values of x using the quadratic formula. So but before nato na siya gamiton, we have to determine first the values of a, b, and c in this standard form. So ang a nato is 2, b is 6, and c is equal to negative 8. So naa naman tayo values sa a, b, and c. So substitute the values of a, b, and c diri sa atong quadratic formula. So we have negative b, negative 6 plus minus square root of b is 6 minus 4, a is equal to 2, and c is equal to negative 8 all over 2, a is equal to 2. Next, we have negative x or negative 6 plus minus square root of what is 6 squared, that is equal to 36. Negative 8 times 2 is equal to 16 times 4, 64 plus 64. Nganong na plus 64 man kay naa may negative duha. So if we're going to multiply the two negatives, the result will be positive. Okay, all over 2 times 2 we have 4. Negative 6 plus minus what is 36 times 64, 36 and 64, we have 4, carry carry 1, 100. So square root of 100 over 4. 100 is a perfect square of 10. So we have negative 6 plus minus 10 all over 4. So there are two roots of this given standard form. So the x sub 1 and the x sub 2. For the x sub 1, we have negative 6 plus 10 over 4. And negative 4 or negative 6 plus 10, that is equal to 4 over 4. So the x sub 1 is equal to 1. And for the x sub 2 or the second root is equal to negative 4 minus 10 all over 4. negative 6 minus 10, that is equal to negative 16 over 4, and that will be equal to negative 4. Negative 16 divided by 4 is equal to negative 4. So these are the roots of quadratic equation, which is x plus 5 squared plus x minus 2 squared equals 37. Itong buhaton is to make the equation is into standard form before we're going to get the values of x. And getting the values of x, there are 4 ways. First one is to use or by using extracting the roots. The next is by using factoring method. The next method is to use completing the square, and lastly by using the quadratic formula. So I think that's all for this topic. I hope you learned something with our discussion, and hopefully you can answer all your activities given in your module number 3 and 4. So thank you for watching and have a good day, everyone. Thank you.